Oh, I do like to be beside the seaside. Today we're going to be taking a dive under the sea, thinking about the noises that we'll hear and making them into a piece of music. Have you ever noticed that sounds underwater seem louder than sounds on land? Why is that the case? Well, it's all to do with molecules, those tiny bricks and building blocks that make up everything in the universe. You see, for sound to travel, they need molecules to bump into each other and carry the sound along. Molecules are arranged differently in water than they are in the air around us. In water, they're closer together, so the sound travels faster because they can bump into each other more easily than in the air, where they're further apart. Now, there are lots of sounds in the sea. Some of them are good, like the clicks that some sea animals use to find their way around using echolocation. But some can harm ocean life. The engines of a ship, for example, seem a lot louder in the ocean than they do to us when we're stood on land. And that's not the only noise. Think of drilling for oil, for example. This can cause animals to get lost and confused if they're using their own sounds to find their way around. It may also mean that they get scared and don't go to the places they need to go to eat or have babies, or their hearing may be damaged. For today's challenge, I'd like you to explore these different sounds, good and bad, by recreating them using things you have at home and turning them into a piece of music. I used a rain stick to recreate the sound of waves. Clicks with my tongue to recreate animal noises, and I borrowed a hairdryer for the sound of a ship. Obviously, I don't own my own hairdryer. And this is what my piece of music sounds like. There are lots of different sounds in the ocean. Let's have a look at some artworks that can help us think about some of those different sounds we might hear.
What could we hear here? Maybe thunder, the waves crashing, the noise of the boat's engine. Or what about here? Engine noises again? What about the splashing of those boats on the left? Or what about here?
To give you some more ideas for ocean sounds that you could recreate, I asked some experts at the University of St Andrews to share the sounds they do and don't like in the ocean.
Hi, I'm Dr. Douglas Gillespie at the University of St Andrews, and the sounds that I really like to hear in the ocean are the sounds of sperm whales, and they sound like this. Now that sound is a clicking sound that they make, so think about how you would make that sound yourselves at home. As a hint, fishermen used to call these the carpenter fish because it sounded like someone knocking against a piece of wood. The sound that I really don't like to hear in the ocean is the sound of seismic survey vessels. This is when the oil industry is searching for oil under the sea floor. You can still hear a sperm whale there, but this is the seismic. So how would you make that noise at home? You'd have to bang something pretty hard against something else, wouldn't you? Funny thing is, the sperm whales and the seismic survey people are making these sounds for the same reason. They're both making a sound that's going to echo off something, and the sperm whales listen to the echo when they're looking to find fish, whereas the seismic survey people look for the echoes of those sounds when they're trying to find oil. Which sound do you prefer?
Hello, my name is Bob. Murphy and I'm a researcher at the University of St Andrews. The sounds that I like is the sounds of Wardlaw seals, but they live in Antarctica. I like them because they sound like from the outer space. The sounds that I don't like are the sounds of the sea, because they are loud and many.
Hi, I'm Dr. Becky Kinnear. I'm a coastal ecologist and I like the sound of the waves. I just think it's really calming and relaxing. And you could make your own sounds if you can't get to the beach by getting a tube, filling it with some rice or some pasta and sealing the ends and just tipping it from side to side. We'd love to see your sounds. Anyway, I'm going to go for a swim. See you later.
Ooh, Becky, that looks cold. Rather you than me. Now, once you've created your piece of ocean sounds music, you can send it to me and we'll play it on a future episode of Wardlaw Workshops. You can email it to museumlearning@st-andrews.ac.uk. Have a great time making music and we'll see you again soon. Bye bye.